you may take it out for just a couple weeks, or even cycling it. Cycling carbohydrates is a great way to optimize insulin sensitivity.
What's up? 筋肉翻訳です。さあ今日はインスリン感受性を高めてデカくなる方法見ていきましょう。インスリンって聞いて何を思い浮かべますか？筋肉を大きくするためにはインスリンをうまく出す出さないのコントロールも必要です。インスリンは簡単に言うと食べ物の栄養素を体の細胞へ引き込む作用があります。なのでインスリン感受性が高ければ筋肉脂肪ともにつきやすくなるということですね。今回はサプリや生活習慣の中でインスリン感受性を高める方法をベンさんが教えてくれています。途中で出てくるサプリメントは概要欄にリンクを貼ってあるので見てみてください。早速見ていきましょう。どうぞ。
What's up, MI40 Nation? BPAT coming back at you with another Q&A. We have a question from Benny Lee. Benny Lee asks, Ben, what are the best steps to improve insulin sensitivity? It depends how bad it is. I highly suggest eliminating carbohydrates from your diet for a short period of time, maybe 2 weeks. You don't have to eliminate them completely, but eliminate certainly high glycemic carbohydrates. You can stick with a few starches, but primarily you want to even eliminate starches, depending on how bad you are as far as insulin resistance. Maybe if you're over 20% body fat, I'd eliminate it completely for 2 to 3 weeks. If you're just over 12%, but you find that if you eat carbs, you're really resistant, so you get fat from eating carbs, you may take it out for just a couple weeks, or even cycling it. Cycling carbohydrates is a great way to optimize insulin sensitivity. So for those of you that don't know, obviously most of you do, cycling simply means varying your amounts. So there may be 3 days in a row where I go very low, and then one day I go high, and then, or one day I'll go medium, then one day high, then low, back low again. It depends on my specific goals at the time, on my training intensity, and on how much body fat I have or you have. So those are your considerations when looking at insulin sensitivity. As far as supplements go, my favorite is simply cinnamon. It's so simple, it's so cheap. I put cinnamon on all my carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, even sometimes rice. It sounds gross, but if you mix it with a little bit of butter or coconut oil, or even a bit of milk if you drink milk, it actually doesn't taste bad. It tastes kind of like pudding. So that's a great way. There's a lot of supplements out there that can help improve insulin sensitivity. Fenugreek has shown to be very effective. Banaba leaf, chromium, many things like that. Something as simple as taking essential fatty acid fish oils with L-carnitine. So L-carnitine, as many of you know, has actually been proven to shuttle fats into the mitochondria of the cell, but it's also been shown to possibly change the composition of the phospholipid bilayer of the cell. So what that means to most of you people at home who have no idea or don't really care what that means, every cell in the body has what's called a phospholipid bilayer, which is kind of the lipid or the layer that encompasses the cell, and it kind of regulates what comes in and out of the cell. So if it's compromised with trans fatty acids, you're not going to absorb nutrients as well if it's compromised with omega-3s. So that's something you may want to consider, is maybe increasing the amount of omega-3s in your diet, decreasing inflammation, as well as improving insulin sensitivity. That's it. And on a day-to-day basis, improving insulin sensitivity simply by not taking in carbohydrates early in the day. And as soon as you take in carbohydrates, your insulin levels go up and your body is not as insulin sensitive. So if you're looking to improve insulin sensitivity, you may want to prolong the amount of time you go throughout in the day without carbohydrates. Save your carbs for after the workout and before bed. BPAC out!
さあ、いかがでしたでしょうか？サプリメント、シナモンの活用。一定期間、炭水化物を避ける。まとめるとこんな感じですね。方法としては様々なものがありました。自分に合う方法を見つけてみてください。僕はサプリメントが一番実施しやすそうだったので、オメガ3摂取してみようと思います。紹介されていたサプリメントは概要欄にリンク貼ってあるので、そちらから見てみてください。みんなはどの方法が生活に落とし込みやすそうですか？コメント欄で教えてください。最後まで見ていただいてありがとうございます。感想や動画のリクエスト、チャンネル登録お待ちしてます。ではまた。I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back. 'Cause you're